When I left Gaza just a few days and weeks ago, the people were being crushed to death waiting for food, for flour, and children have now started freezing to death because they don't have enough shelter items. This is the situation with UNRWA on the ground. This is the situation with the largest humanitarian organization doing everything they can with the rest of the United Nations.
Can anyone take over?
No.
Right,
It's
no one
as
can do
simple as
that.
that. And
Okay.
you can't imagine if it's this bad now, how awful will it be in a few weeks or in a few months if they cease to operate working with UNRWA.
Is this genocide?
I'm not a legal expert. That's not for me to be able to say, but I can tell you what I see. We see children being killed every day. We see people without food. We see people without access to clean water on a daily basis. Disease is spreading. We saw polio return. That was eradicated after 25 years. It's endless. The horrors are endless.
I have to put to you what the Israelis say to us, which is that Hamas is using hospitals as shelter. Have you seen, or do you have any evidence that that is the case?
We have heard these accusations continuously throughout the war, that schools and hospitals are being used for military reasons. We don't have the evidence of this. We have the accusations. What we do know and what we are certain of is that children and families are sheltering in these facilities. We do know that patients are going to these hospitals for treatment, that doctors are being detained, that doctors are being killed while they are working, and that is against international humanitarian law.
And Israel is saying, or at least indicating, that they could in some way start shifting aid into the Strip to where it's needed. Does that sound in any way credible to you?
No.
Why?
It does not. It's a complete risk to the population on top of what they're already facing. It would be unacceptable for anyone but the humanitarians on the ground. They're a party of the conflict. We cannot have a party of the conflict responsible for the humanitarian response for 2 million people. Women, children, they're dying every day now because they don't have the simple items that they need, the medicine, the food, the shelter. This
Right.
needs to be run by the United Nations. This is the responsibility and the mandate of the international community, and that is what we need to continue to be allowed to do.